Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Ripple CTO reveals strategic move into $10 trillion crypto custody market with Metico HSBC. Bullish. Okay guys, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. These are the type of markets that Ripple are trying to get their paws into. And this is the thing, like, I know there's been a lot of talk lately in regards to have Ripple change their business strategy. You know, they're looking a lot more like things like custody and these other types of things and like the AMM, that kind of stuff. Like, they don't seem to be talking so much about like Ripple payments / ODL anymore, that kind of thing. And I don't think it's a thing where they're giving up on ODL or anything like that. I think it's just about expanding the business, right? Like, I think the thing for Ripple is they want to be a behemoth within the crypto space. So I think it's just a matter of they are trying to expand their business to be able to cover as many different types of things as possible. So when you do get involved in the crypto space, when it is way more regulated and way more adopted, Ripple is something that you can come to for more than just one thing. It's not just about ODL, right? Because as you know, with ODL, we're talking about just one type of use case. Even though it's a massive market and that kind of thing, it is just one use case, and it's going to be mainly for institutional value, that kind of thing. But what about just the general retail, right? Like, that's where the AMM can come in for the general retail holders and stuff like that, and crypto custody and things like that. This is obviously a market they can cater to for the retail speculators as well. So I completely get this, and it's all just adding to Ripple as a company. And this is the thing, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they're just going to make it so it only favors XRP. Obviously they will make it so they will service other cryptos as well, but we know that they're going to want XRP to get a piece of the action, right? Like, don't be fooled in regards to the AMM and them not putting XRP in there at the moment. I think that is just a fact of they are still going through a lawsuit. It's not completely over yet, so I don't think they feel comfortable right now taking that step, because you've got to think, like, the lawsuit isn't over, and from an institutional perspective there isn't clarity there because they lost on that aspect. So whether Ripple are going to challenge that part, I don't know. You know, are they going to settle and that will give the clarity? You know, there's so many things to this where there's still uncertainty. So I think Ripple are just basically being cautious here. I think they're just waiting until the lawsuit's over, and that's when they will, you know, basically add the XRP back into the AMM. But yeah, I think overall it's quite obvious that they're going to want XRP to benefit in these services, right? Because it's their crypto, it's the one that they are the steward of. So of course they're going to want that to do well, because it's going to do well for their business, it's going to help their business. So I look at all this stuff and this can only mean good things for XRP, right? So let's get into the article and then we can discuss this a little bit further. Ripple CTO David Schwartz has provided insight into Ripple's strategic move into the projected $10 trillion crypto custody market with significant players such as Metico and HSBC. His remark on the subject came during a recent interview on the Thinking Crypto podcast. Specifically, the conversation shed light on Ripple's acquisition of Metico, a custody-focused firm. The host referenced last year's news about Ripple's acquisition of Metico and its subsequent partnership with global banking giant HSBC. He inquired about the specifics of these moves and whether HSBC would integrate the XRP ledger into its operations. It aligns with Ripple's pursuit of institutional adoption. In response, Schwartz disclosed that the decision to delve into the custody scene was driven by the need for a comprehensive solution in Ripple's pursuit of being a, quote, one-stop shop, unquote, for institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies. He highlighted the importance of offering a platform encompassing access to the XRP ledger, tokenization, and payments. He noted that a secure custody solution was a crucial component of this vision. Furthermore, Schwartz expressed that institutions looking to venture into the crypto space would first turn to a provider offering custody, liquidity services, payment solutions, and connectivity to on-ramps and off-ramps. Quote, by adding custody, that's going to make Ripple the leading enterprise solution provider in the space, unquote, emphasized Schwartz. On this premise, the Ripple CTO revealed that after evaluating various companies, Ripple acquired Metaco in May 2023. Per his admission, this marked Ripple's largest acquisition at $250 million. Custody market to hit $10 trillion by 2030. Furthermore, Schwartz underscored the significance of the custody market, projecting it to reach $10 trillion by 2030. Quote, custody is a massive market, something like $10 trillion by 2030, and the increases in tokenization mean that's just going to grow, unquote, said Schwartz. Moreover, he stressed that a secure and reliable custody solution becomes paramount as institutions become the main drivers. According to him, secure storage will be crucial whether for central bank digital currencies, in brackets CBDCs, or stablecoins. HSBC seeks to solve compliance issues. Commenting on the alliance with global banking giant HSBC, Ripple CTO pointed out that HSBC plans to introduce a custody service for digital assets tailored to their clients. According to him, this approach resembles a layering service wherein HSBC utilizes advanced technology for custody. The noteworthy aspect of this arrangement is that HSBC assumes responsibility for compliance on behalf of its clients. Okay, very interesting indeed. So, as you can hear, David Schwartz, the genius behind the XRP ledger, or one of, should I say, listen to how enthusiastic he is, right? And doesn't that tell you a lot? Like, it tells you what they are trying to do. And as I said, it was just reiterated by David Schwartz. They want to be a one-stop shop in terms of crypto. Yeah, I get it. You want to expand your business for it to be as diverse as possible. They want to make it so it's a thing where when you come into the crypto space, you're not just coming to Ripple for just one thing. They want to be able to do many different things, right? So you could be going to them for all sorts of different types of use cases within crypto, whether it's custody, whether it's ODL/Ripple payments, whatever you prefer to call it. All these types of things, like the AMM feature, if you want to provide liquidity for the AMM or use the AMM, the DEX, all these types of features they want to be able to have under Ripple's belt and that they can provide. So that gives them a bigger market share, and it's obviously going to help with their business, right? And as I said before, they're going to make sure that XRP is going to benefit from this. I'm not saying that there's going to be like a favoritism aspect to it, because I do think they will be willing to, be fair in terms of other cryptos getting a chance as well, because, the thing is with this is I don't think it's going to help them to just be completely tribal. I think they have got to still accept that, yes, there's going to be other cryptos that people are going to want to use. Like, for example, I don't think they're going to make it so it's custody services, but only for XRP. That's not really going to help them too much because it's limiting their client base, right? It's only going to be to XRP holders. Whereas if you include like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, all these other types of cryptos, well, obviously you open yourself up to a much bigger market. So I don't think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot in that sense. But it might be that, for example, if you have XRP, maybe they might just give you a slightly higher yield, for example, if you was going to loan out your crypto or that kind of thing. Like, there might just be slightly better benefits just so that, they can try and get that bit of extra liquidity and value flowing through XRP to ultimately help with its price. So I can imagine that kind of thing happening. But overall, this is great stuff. It's all going to help Ripple. It's all going to ultimately help XRP. And we're talking about a $10 trillion market here. Again, amazing stuff to hear. And this is the thing, like, this is one $10 trillion market. I've talked about the FX market, which was a $7.5 trillion market. CBDCs, I believe, is like a $30 trillion market. So think about all these trillions that we're talking about right now. So imagine all this value just flowing through XRP. Like, this would be incredible if they really can get a grip on these use cases that they're talking about. If they really can get some of these goals achieved, yeah, it's going to be massive for XRP. So this is really exciting to see. And the fact that this is coming from David Schwartz, you know, like, this is stuff where I take it very seriously. Like, when he speaks, I listen, because, you know, he's very serious. We already know how much of a great mind he is within the space. And he's a very honest person. I will say that as well. Like, you know, he's one of the people who I've seen trying to tell us the truth about XRP and some of the misconstrued facts, right? Like, I've seen him address tweets where people have said, you know, is this right about XRP? And he'll say no. Like, he's very honest in that sense. So when he talks about this and he sounds so enthusiastic, I get very interested, you know, because I think if he's enthusiastic, I think we should be too. So great stuff to see here. And obviously this should be absolutely great for XRP overall. But what do you guys think? Ripple with Metaco and HSBC for custody services. Do you like the sound of this? Do you think that this is something that you would be interested in using in terms of the custody services? Do you think that this would be good for XRP's price? Or do you not like the sound of this? Is there anything that you've heard in this video that gives you any kind of cause for concern? Or do you just not think any of this is going to be good for XRP's price overall long term? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.